Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, I'm on to explain how to drop and hook a semi trailer. It's just for you new guys that are wanting to get into trucking, or you passed your CDL and you're still not sure how to do it. So if you are extremely green, you just started, you don't know what you're doing, I will show you the techniques I use to hook to a trailer, to know that it's properly latched, so you don't high hook it or anything like that. So come on the journey and I will explain to you guys how to drop and hook. Alrighty guys, first thing you need to do is get you a good pair of work gloves. Your hands are going to get dirty doing this. There's grease everywhere, so put on your work gloves. So step one, I am going to use one work glove so I can hold my camera with the other hand. Alright, what you need to do is you see these lines right here. See all these lines. First one you need to do is you need to unhook your red air line. Good pointer. 98% of the time, your red air line is going to go on your right side, on your right hookup for your trailer. Next step you need to do is unhook your electrical. Now I kind of leave mine hang right here for a minute, and I unhook the blue air line. And you want to, if you got a keeper on your truck, you keep it right here. So you put your air line right there, and it's all nice and neat like this. Okay, next step you want to do is you want to come to your side of your trailer here and crank down your landing gear, and I will show you how to do this. It's not very hard. Get your landing gear, make sure it's in there, and you want to lower it. Now this is a empty trailer that I'm dropping. This is a empty trailer. So you want to crank down your landing gear. You want to drop it about a 1/4 inch to the ground. Now that allows the next guy to not have to struggle as much to raise them. About a 1/4 inch to the ground. Put your bar back in the holder, and you want to walk to in between your drive tires. And if you look up underneath where your fifth wheel is, there's a bar here. Now my bar pulls straight out and locks in place. Some bars pull and you bring them toward the cab of the trailer. Different setups. You can use a fifth wheel puller if you'd like. I choose not to. It's simpler just to put your glove on and pull it by hand. Now we will move on to dropping the trailer. Okay guys, now we're inside of the truck. What you want to do is, my truck is off, so you want to start your truck up, and there's this button over here to your right hand side. It says do not lower when vehicle is in motion. You want to turn that on. You'll hear a buzzer noise. You look in my mirror and watch. I did put the truck in drive. It is a automatic 2015 Freightliner Cascadia. What that does, that noise, it drops the airbags so you can pull out from underneath the trailer. As simple as that. Come over, turn your button off, fill your airbags back up, and now we will go hook to our next trailer. Okay, now we are going to hook to our next trailer. Position your tractor kind of like this. Back under it very slowly. Put your truck in neutral. Pop your air brake. Get out of your truck. Grab your work gloves again. And this is where You know, the trick that I know that I'm going to show you guys to never high hook a trailer. Look at your fifth wheel. Okay, that's pretty good. So the last guy that dropped this trailer knew what he was doing. But for a demonstration and learning purposes, I am going to show you. What you do is you get your bar here. We're back at the landing gear on the trailer. You want to lower it just a little bit so it's sitting on your fifth wheel. Yeah. There's a low and a high gear for the landing gear. What you want to do is you want to put it in low gear. To do this, you can pull out on it all the way, and I do pull refrigerated trailer. So you want to lower it a little bit, so it's just sitting right there on your fifth wheel. You'll see your fifth wheel kind of level out. It means your trailer's sitting on it. As you're cranking this, it'll get less and less hard on you to crank it. So once you crank that, once you crank it just a little bit, you want to come up here and look at your fifth wheel again. So it lowered it just enough to know when we back under this trailer that we are not going to high hook it. Okay, we are back inside the truck. What we're going to do is we are going to back under our trailer and hook to it. You want to make sure you do your tug test to make sure that it is properly hooked up. And we want to get out and raise our landing gear again. All the way up so we're ready to haul this trailer. Okay, now you'll see the landing gear is going up. You're cranking this bar toward you. The landing gear is going up. And sometimes this does take a little bit of time, but not too much. And once you crank it all the way up, the bar will tell you it'll stop. Put it back in its holding spot. Some of them don't line up right and they can stick out like that, but that's perfectly fine. What you want to do is come back up here, and you're back to your blue, your red, and your green lines. Take your green line out. I set mine right here. Take your blue line. You want to hook it in properly where it goes. You want to take your electric line, and this is kind of hard to do by one hand, but I am filming this. Put your electric line in its proper spot. Take your red airline, and remember, it goes on your right side. So once you got that all hooked up, I always walk back here to the back of the trailer. I know from experience that when I pull this trailer to where I'm going to the destination, to the receiver, that it needs to be on the 7th hole. So what I do is I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be your 7th hole right here. On these refrigerated trailers, you pull out this knob. You have to have both brakes, your tractor and your trailer brakes set. You pull out the knob, which will, draw in the pins. So what you want to do is line this hole up where this is. I always take a knife, a marker, or my finger, if there's enough dirt on it, and draw where I want to put this pin. Now I will show you how to move your tandems on a trailer. Okay, we are back inside the truck. What we want to do, since we are moving the tandems backward, we want to put our automatic transmission, if you have a manual, put it in reverse. You want to push in to release your tractor brakes. leave your trailer brakes alone. If you push in this trailer brake, you will have to pop it out and go back to the trailer, back to the tandems, and pull back out the button. Alright, we are now going to back the tractor up and move our tandems. Sometimes you have to play with it a little bit to get it to move. Now we put it in neutral, pop our brake, and now we will get out of our truck and go back to see what hole it's lined up in. Okay, we went just a little bit too far. We went 1, 2, 3. We need to move it up 4 holes. And most of the time, you cannot get it in one shot, most of the time. You know, I've been doing it for a while. It is very rare that I put it exactly on the spot every single time. So, we get back in our truck, close our door, and we put it in drive, because now we have to pull it 4 holes forward. Push in our air knob. Now we pull it 4 holes forward, or try to. And sometimes it is stubborn to do this. We pop our air brake, we put it in neutral, we get out of our truck, and we walk back to check it once more. And we see what hole it's lined up. Okay, we are 1 hole away from what we need to be in, which is the 7th hole. We will pull it 1 hole forward, and sometimes you have to do this multiple times to get the hang of it. You know, I've been driving for 4 years and I still have not got it down, you know, every time to put it where it needs to be. So we'll put it in drive, push the air knob, and we will pull it 1 hole forward, or at least try to. And that'd be good enough. You barely want to tap on that, tap on the fuel pedal, and it's back in neutral. Air brakes are popped. So we're gonna walk back to our trailer, to the back of our trailer again, and see where it's at. Oh, what do you know? The line's here where the pin is. I marked the pin and I marked the hole. We push back in this little button, and what we want to do is get back in our truck, put it in reverse, and push it backwards. This button will allow the pins to come out in this hole when they line up together. So you can see the hole, you can see the mark. Now we will go back to the truck and push it backwards, and it will be locked in, and I will show you guys. Alright, reverse, because we're pushing it backwards. Push back in your air brake and push it all the way back. Now we want to lock in these pins. We want to jump out of our truck and check it once more. Make sure it is locked in the hole. And it is locked in. You see the line that I marked, you see the hole that I marked. And this is the basics for you new guys of how to drop and hook and move your tandems. Y'all have a good day, and hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you very much. Bye.